One bright morning in Jerusalem, the streets were filled with excitement. "Jesus is coming!" people shouted as they ran. Soon, Jesus appeared, riding gently on a donkey. Children laughed, people waved palm branches, and everyone shouted, "Hosanna!" It felt like a king had come to visit. And in a way, he had. But Jesus knew something the crowd did not. This joyful moment was only the beginning of a very important journey. As the cheers faded, Jesus stopped on a hill and looked over the city. The same people who celebrated him would soon turn away. His heart felt heavy. A tear rolled down his cheek as he softly whispered, "If only they understood." The wind blew gently, and the moment felt quiet and sad. That evening, Jesus sat with his friends for a quiet meal. The room was calm, lit by soft candlelight. He broke bread and shared a cup, saying gently, "Always remember me and love one another." His friends listened closely. They didn't fully understand yet, but they could feel this was a very special moment. Later, in a quiet garden, Jesus prayed under the night sky. Suddenly, footsteps approached. Judas came forward and kissed him. It looked like a friendly greeting, but it was not. Soldiers stepped out from the darkness, and everything changed. The peaceful night became tense and still. The soldiers took Jesus away, but he did not fight. He stayed calm and kind. His friends became afraid and ran into the night. Even as he was led away, Jesus walked with quiet strength, knowing he was not alone. The next morning, a large crowd gathered. Some shouted loudly, "Crucify him!" even though Jesus had done nothing wrong. Pilate, the ruler, looked unsure. He didn't want to punish Jesus, but the crowd kept shouting louder and louder, until finally he gave in. After that, Jesus was given a heavy wooden cross to carry. Step by step, he walked through the streets. The cross was very heavy, and he fell to the ground. But then, a kind man stepped forward to help him. Together, they carried the cross, slowly moving forward. They reached a hill, and the cross was lifted high. The sky slowly grew darker. Jesus looked down at the people, not with anger, but with love. Even now, he cared deeply for everyone watching. As he hung on the cross, Jesus spoke softly, "Father, forgive them." Even when people were unkind, he chose to forgive. His love never stopped, not even then. Then Jesus said quietly, "It is finished." The sky became dark, and everything grew still. It felt as if the whole world had gone silent for a moment. Friends carefully placed him in a tomb and rolled a big stone in front of it. The night was quiet and still. It seemed like the story had come to an end, but early on the third day, something amazing happened. The stone rolled away, and a bright light filled the tomb. An angel appeared and said, "He is not here. He is alive." Everything was about to change. Suddenly, Jesus appeared to his friends. At first, they were surprised, then full of joy. "It's really you," they said. Jesus smiled warmly. He was alive. And from that day on, hope and love would live forever in the hearts of those who believe.
Welcome to a journey through the most profound moments in history. Today, we explore the 7 final sayings of Jesus from the cross. These words are not just a record of the past, but lessons in love, forgiveness, and the ultimate redemption of the human spirit. Amidst the darkness, a light remains. Jesus stands at the center of this story, radiating a calm and divine peace despite his suffering. The first saying is a testament to unconditional mercy. Even in his pain, his first thought is for those who caused it. He whispers to the heavens, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." This radical act of forgiveness sets the stage for a new understanding of love, one that seeks peace even for the enemy. Beside him, another soul struggles. The penitent thief watches, his heart heavy with the weight of a life misspent. In a moment of profound faith, he asks to be remembered. Jesus turns to him with a promise of eternal hope. "Truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise." A promise of salvation delivered in the final hours. Below the cross stands Mary, a mother's heart breaking. Her strength is a silent anchor in this storm of sorrow. Jesus looks down and speaks to her and his beloved disciple, ensuring they are not left alone in this world. Woman, behold your son. Behold your mother. He creates a new family bond, built on spirit and shared love. As the afternoon wanes, a heavy darkness begins to fall over the land. The atmosphere turns somber and intense. In this moment of total isolation, Jesus cries out in the language of his ancestors, expressing the ultimate human struggle. My God, why have you forsaken me? A cry of agony that connects the divine to the depth of human despair. Then comes a simple, human plea, I thirst. It reminds us of his physical exhaustion and the reality of his sacrifice. Even in his greatness, he experienced the full range of human frailty, making his journey relatable to every one of us. But the darkness cannot last forever. A shift begins in the heavens as the purpose of this day nears its completion. With a final breath of victory, he declares, "It is finished, the work of love is complete." The sacrifice is made, the bridge is built, and the narrative of humanity is forever changed by this singular moment. Finally, with total peace and surrender, he calls out to his Father one last time. Father, into your hands I commit my spirit, a perfect act of trust that brings the story to its quiet, holy end. What do these sayings mean for us today? They are a roadmap for a life of compassion and grace. They teach us to forgive those who hurt us, to offer hope to the hopeless, and to care for our spiritual family. As we reflect on these 7 sayings, may we find the strength to live out their message in our own hearts. For in the end, love is the greatest victory of all. May you find peace in the grace of these eternal words.